You search for how to create ClickUp tasks from forms using Zapier. Here's exactly how it's done. Let's jump right in. Open your browser and go to zapier.com, then sign in. While the dashboard loads, make sure your form tool and ClickUp are already connected in Zapier because that saves a bunch of back and forth later. Once you're in, hit the Create button in the top left and choose Zaps. The Zap editor pops open with a blank trigger step waiting for you. Click that trigger step. In the search bar, type the name of your form app. I'm using Google Forms for this setup, but the steps are identical whether you use Typeform, Jotform, Wufoo, or anything else. Select your app from the list. Now pick the trigger event. The safest choice is New Form Response, which fires every time someone hits Submit. Click Continue. If your account isn't linked yet, Zapier will ask you to sign in and authorize it. Do that, and when you're back in Zapier, hit Continue. Next, you'll choose the specific form from a dropdown. If you don't see it, double-check that you're signed into the right account and that the form actually exists. Select the form, then click Continue. Now you need to test the trigger. Click Test Trigger. Zapier will try to pull in a recent submission. If your form is brand new, you'll likely get a red message that says No Samples Found. That's normal. Open a new tab, go to your form's live link, and submit a test response. Fill out every single field, even the optional ones, with realistic data because that's how you'll catch missing mappings later. Come back to Zapier and click Test Trigger again. This time you should see a big green success bar and a table of fields from your submission. Glance through it to confirm that all the fields you care about are present. One thing to watch: if your form has conditional logic that only shows certain fields based on previous answers, those fields might not appear in the sample unless your test submission actually triggers them. If that's the case, run another test that hits every possible path so you can map everything in one go. When the sample data looks right, scroll down and click the plus icon below the trigger to add your action. Search for ClickUp, select it, choose Create Task as the action event, and click Continue. Now connect your ClickUp account if it isn't already. Zapier will open a window where you sign in and grant access to your workspace. Once authorized, you're back in Zapier. Pick that account and click Continue. Next, you tell Zapier exactly where the task belongs. The drop-downs for Workspace, Space, Folder, and List appear one after another. Start with your workspace, then the space. If that space uses folders, you'll see a folder drop-down. Select the right one. Finally, pick the list. I always pause here and read the list name out loud in my head because misclicking this is the single biggest reason tasks end up invisible in some dusty test list. Take the extra second. Now you map the form answers to ClickUp task fields. For task name, click into the field and pick the form question that contains the title, maybe something like request name. For description, you can map a field directly, but I usually combine a couple of form answers using a simple text formatter step earlier in the Zap so the description reads like a clear summary. If you don't need that yet, just drop in the main description field. Assignee. You can leave it unassigned or set it to a fixed person, but if your form has a team member picker, map that instead. Priority is tricky. Make sure the values your form sends match exactly what ClickUp expects: high, normal, low, or numbers like 1, 2, 3, depending on your workspace settings. A mismatch here fails silently, and your task gets no priority. Due date is where I see the most head-scratching. ClickUp expects a proper date format. If your form has a native date picker, the value usually comes through as something like 2025-05-15, which works fine. But if your date comes from a text field or a weird format, the mapping will eat it and you'll get a blank date. The fix is to insert a formatter by Zapier step before this action to convert the date to ISO format. For this demo, I'm mapping a clean date field straight from a date picker, no extra step needed. Tags you can map from a field that contains comma-separated words. Status I normally pin to a fixed value like to do, because every new task should start there. If your list has custom fields, you'll see them appear as mappable fields at the bottom. Map those just like the standard ones. Click Test Step. Zapier creates a real task in your list. Watch for the success checkmark in the preview panel. Now open ClickUp in another tab and navigate to that same list. You should see a fresh task with the title, assignee, due date, and all the custom fields you set. If something's blank, go back and check that your field mappings actually pass data. The most common culprit is a date field that didn't convert or a priority value that was an unexpected string. Fix it and test again until the task looks exactly the way you want. Once the test task is clean, come back to Zapier and give your Zap a human-readable name. I usually go with something like Google Form to ClickUp Task so I can spot it in a heartbeat. Then click Publish. The toggle flips on. From this moment, every new form submission will automatically fire the Zap. One final sanity check. Submit a new form response exactly the way a real user would. Wait about 30 seconds, refresh your ClickUp list, and you should see that task appear with zero manual effort. That's it, your automation is live. If this walkthrough saved you some time, hit the like button, subscribe for more hands-on automations, and leave a comment saying it was helpful. Comments push this to the next person searching for the same exact thing.